We've got Chantez.
Yes.
Chantez Connor Kingi.
Kingi.
Hey, welcome again. Remind us, Chantez, you're from...
I'm from Northland Regional Council. That's in New Zealand, north of Auckland.
Okay, and you're working with...
Northern Regional Council. So we look after the whole region opposed to our district councils just look after their small district.
Yeah.
We look after the whole region and we look after water, the ngahere, which is the forest, peace, fire security.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's a bit of an Australian context, very similar to the NRM focused routes I think we have here in the catchment management authorities.
Yeah, pretty much similar to that. Yeah.
Look, and I think New Zealand was ahead. I think we've learned a lot from New Zealand in time, which is good. And what's your role there, Chantez? What do you look after?
My role as a kaiwhiri iwi tōna, what it means is that multiple plats. So each plat for me or each brand means something to myself and my role. So real Māori tangata focused. So, honouring the tiriti o Waitangi, whakaputanga, whakawhanangatanga, which is whānau, helping community, manaki, which is like caring for someone, kaitiakitanga, which is guardianship, stewardship, and then, breaking down the science.
Fantastic.
So making sure that science is broken down so that it intertwines with our taiao, which is our environment and a Māori worldview, and and now it's our Māori.
Fantastic, because your background, you have a more European science training as well as your...
As well as hapu, so quite well emerged. Whether we call ourselves the haukainga or the people at home that keeps the fires burning.
Right.
So, and we have our maraes that we, traditionally still have today as a people. And I'm a marae trustee that the auntie with all the jobs.
Really?
Yeah.
But so what does a week look like for you in terms of the work that you do?
Oh, wow. Well, we're across the whole Taitupiro district. We're doing a lot of flood mitigation projects and managed retreat. We've got a massive managed retreat, which is moving over 200 people into 166 homes to higher ground. So that's around $100 million project.
And that relocation is interesting because you said that they're able to actually move to land that they currently own or as part of their clans or what have you.
Pretty much. It's I guess that's the point of difference in regards to Māori. They still own parts of their traditional lands today. So they can move to higher ground. We've had them geotech to make sure that they're stable. We're making sure we're not building on good cultivating land, so that they can still practice their traditional gardens and stuff like that. So we're making sure that everything's covered in houses. No, we need to make sure food is generated, as in food sovereignty.
Right.
So making sure that those are not covered in the house.
So you're really looking at that risk. So if someone was to step into your role tomorrow, what would be the skills that you'd be passing over to them to say, look, this is what you need to do for my role? Is there...
Oh, you just have to have, where I sit is coming from a hapu lens.
Yeah.
So, more of a Māori lens.
Sure.
Opposed to just always heavy sides.
Yeah.
And you just got to have good communications and you know how to read the room and, you're talking to all ages. We live in a world where everyone has a say.
Fantastic.
And we say as Māori, tikanga allows us to include everyone. Yeah,
very inclusive. That's good. And the sort of thing that gives you satisfaction in your job, what would you say that is?
I'd say the wins for me is that I'm able to enable my people to lead projects, to build that capacity in education, and we're able to fix some things or go with solutions. Not all the time. We don't always come bearing great news. We're usually bearing bad news, but you got to be transparent, and you got to enable ourselves that see the data to do that, so whānau can make informed decisions.
Fantastic. And I hear your group's here because of being nominated for one of the awards. So...
Yeah, we're finalists, so we had to attend the conference.
Look. Hey, good luck. We'll be in the background there cheering for you. Thanks for your time telling your story. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Pete.